of the youth in this county. We are looking at, in the next 20 years, the population of Kirinyaga, we want them to be living in towns, so that under the economies of scale, everybody can be able to benefit out of business, out of everything. And when I say so, we are saying we are going to replan. We are going to have a central planning unit within the county government, where we are going to replan our towns, so that we provide sewerage systems, proper electricity, water, medication, because we have had people, especially in Ngurubani, the issues of Moya, we require to supply them with the water so that people can be able to reduce the level of medication. So we are looking at also starting small, medium enterprises as we improve our tertiary institutions. And I also want to go on record that we have no choice. We have to select one of our towns like Sagana, make it an industrial town, so that we revive those old industries which were there in the 70s and 80s, and also be able to attract, because of the proximity of the town of Sagana on our highway, which is coming as a dual carriage, we shall be able to bring investors to invest. And we are also saying, as a county, with the money that is being allocated to us, we also want to address issues of refrigeration, so that those farmers who are doing perishable farming for tomatoes, French beans, cabbages, we also want to start those industries that we can be able to secure our production, so that we sell our products when the market prices are right. And I want to believe there is too much employment within, because Kirinyaga generally is an agricultural county. And Jeff, I want to correct the impression that it's not 72, it's more 80 plus of our people in this county purely rely on agriculture. So unless you address the agricultural issues in terms of marketing, value addition, then you are not going to help the people of Kirinyaga. And I think that is the vision we have, whether it's our tea, our rice, our tourism. We want to value add whatever we are doing today, so that we can be able to improve employment opportunities and income of our youth.
Good point. Okay, let's go on. More questions.
Thank you, Mr. Jeff. I'm Rachel Washera, and my first question goes to Beth and Mr. Kafwe. What plans do you have in place for the youths that have started a business and they are having financial constraints? The second question goes to our governor. What is the plan that you have for those youths that have education but do not have any job? Thank you.
Beth, you go first.
Yes, thank you, Lecho Washera. The question was about the youth that have already started their businesses and there are no funds. First, there are the youth funds that were released some years ago, but we didn't see how it was dispensed. And being here as a youth, Mr. Ilongo, I'm representing the youth also. I'm not old enough to be called an old woman, though I'm a woman. As the youth, I will work together with the governor, because being a woman representative in the county, I will be looking to the needs of the youth, because I'm a youth, the women, and also the old men who are like my fathers and my brothers. And there have been a youth fund that has been given to, and it will be given to every county. And thus, I was planning to come up with a bank where we shall open a microfinance for the youth, where we'll be needing no security. Security will be when the youth come up in a group, they register with the CBOs, and when they register, they'll be given a loan. This loan, you'll put it in the business, and you'll be given some time to repay it, and thus will encourage the youth to own businesses, to own their own money. And still to the women, we shall also come up with a woman bank, where we can, women groups can go to the bank can get their own loans, put up some projects, and in every end of the month, every woman or every youth will be having a wage, if not a salary. And in this, we'll be encouraging and we'll be uplifting the living standard of the youth and of the women.
Okay, Beth, you know, if you get elected, you better fulfill that promise, because we'll play that tape again, what you just said.
Sure.
Bank for Women and Youth.
I will.
We'll play it until the tape tears.
Test me, and I'm sure
Okay.
I will.
Was there a question for Moi? Yeah, Moi?
Very good. Let me come back to you, Rachel. Personally, when I was youthful, I worked with the government for 15 years in the provincial administration where we worked with the governor. After that, I shifted to personal employment or to private employment. And I know the value of organizing people together, maybe in terms of a circle. When I went in the private sector, I went with the same spirit. Jeff, when I was in the civil service, I was the chairman for Harambee Circle. And I got that seat when I was barely 25 years. And I served them for 10 years as the chairman for Harambee Circle. When I jumped out of Harambee Circle and I went to private employment, I organized my employees who are quite youthful like me, and we came up with a circle which has now grown to a big bank, and it is just here, Tescom Circle. And because I grew from myself, I did not have any other support from my parents or from anybody else. I know the struggle the youth is going through. And this is why I told them the other day when I had a seminar with them, I have set aside 2 million for them, and they have not come for it.
Can we have it?
I have set aside. The youth are aware, the chairman is here, the patron is here,
But they haven't
the
come
deputy
for
mayor
it.
is here. I have set aside 2 million for them. And all what I require is for these people to come together into small organizations, make proposals. I will guide them as a business consultant on what to do. I will jump into what they are doing. I'll still try to build them out, because that is what myself had gone through.
Moi, what's their excuse?
They ask for security. We are the youth. We do not have shabas. We do not own anything.
Jeff, I'm not
When
talking-
they ask for security,
Excuse
what do we
me.
go with as the youth?
I am not.
Good point, good point.
Excuse me, Jeff.
Good point.
I am not talking about the government funds. I'm talking about the youth versus me as their patron. I am their security.
You're ready to give them 2 million.
And because they're not coming, it pains me, because me, I've grown naturally. And I know what the youth had to go through. And this is why, when they requested me to be their patron, I appreciated that one wholeheartedly.
Okay, good. There's many questions, man. We'll keep this debate going. Go.
My name's Alex Munye. I'm the Vice Chairman of Matatu Sector in Kirinyaga County. I want to know the priority that the governor will give and to road network. Because when we are talking about road, we are only talking about Kutus, Karatina Road. But I am not able to move my people from other areas to bring them to town. The second question to governor is, which industry will you give priority when you are elected governor? Because in Kirinyaga County, we don't have any industry. Mr. Kabwe, we have worked with you in organizing some forums. But I'm wondering whether you are aware, as in charge of commerce and Chamber of Commerce, there is an illegal fee in this county, in this town, for parking fee where we have not been provided with the parking. You come with your vehicle, you are charged parking fee where you are not provided with parking.
Who should we go with first? Ndadi, real quick, because this is like really easy one. Infrastructure and parking. Yeah, go.
Thank you for the question. Like we have rightly said, Kirinyaga is an agricultural country. And unless we address our roads in the entire county, then we shall never move even an inch. So roads, whether they will be maram, whether they will be tarmac roads, will have to be given priority number one, just like we are doing nationally as a government. So my leadership in Kirinyaga will address the issue of the poor roads that transverse in the entire county. It will be a major priority within our system. In terms of industries, like I said earlier, I think government has put a lot of resources on some of our industries. For example, the cotton ginnery in Mwea, the coffee mills in Sagana, the rice mills in Mwea, and other small industries that were there in the past. I think one of our key priorities will be to revive, modernize them, so that we can go back to the drawing board and move forward thereafter. But I would want to give priority to what the investment is heavy. And they are there in place, but they were just disbanded without any justification. So we want to give them first priority in reviving them.
There was a question from Y as well.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, I'll start with the first question, which I was asked by somebody, but it disappeared in the air. To declare the seat I want.
Look, we've gone past that. All right, we've moved
gone
on.
past that.
We've moved on. Just answer this one first.
I'll go straight now to that question about the office. For quite a while, Jeff, we have been dominated by insecurity in Kirinyaga town. And we have diverted most of our energies in security. I think the whole community would bear me witness. And you know, when there are crises is when the others find opportunities. So we are going to look into that, sit down with His Worship the Mayor, and find out whether particularly the money which is being charged from that illegal fees is to the benefit of the community, or it is to the benefit of a few stomachs. If it is to the benefit of the community, we might refocus and reorganize. If it is the benefit of a few people, let's give them a notice on that.
Okay, but more, we know it's the benefit of a few people. We know that. We know that.
We need to find out,
right.
Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah. Even I know, and I don't live in Kirinyaga. Wait. We're going to take a break. I know there's many questions, but if one person is asking 10 questions, I can't help you. You have to share. Sharing is caring. Sawa, let's take a break because there's so many questions. Even the guy in the back wants to ask a question. But for now, and gender sensitive, we have to be. Thank you. Face the Nation takes another break. It's getting hot in Kirinyaga, folks. Don't go away. We'll be back in a moment.